All right, so I have a thought experiment I've been kind of kicking around my head. What if it's, let's say, 2003 and America invades the sovereign country of Iraq? And the same thing that's happening to Russia would have happened to America if the world was consistent. So let's say America's central banks and stuff like that would get kicked off the SWIFT system. Everybody just completely liquidates their America's the reserve currency of the world, whatever. Everybody liquidates their dollars and switches to euros and other currencies. Uh, yeah, so companies, international companies like BMW, Toyota, IKEA, shut down operations. I know, well, we don't. There wasn't a Netflix back then, but the equivalent of Netflix, just like video rental stores or any kind of foreign companies, just completely shut down. Then you have countries from all over the world in Europe would start putting up Ukrainian flags on their houses. Cancel America is completely on the way. We have China, Russia, and every other country sending RPGs and Stinger missiles or whatever to support the Iraqi insurgency. Um, what else that the world has inflicted on Russia that America never got a taste of? How would America react? Because I remember living through the invasion and all I saw was support our troops, those yellow banners, and aside from the little kerfuffle with France, and then France had said some bad things about it, so they wanted to rename French fries to freedom fries or whatever. You know what I mean? They thought like France is against us, was unpatriotic assholes. Other than that, I mean, maybe Britain or some European countries had some grumbling, but nothing happened. Um, and just really curious to see like why. Um, Now I know it's not. I'm not trying to say like have like whataboutism. I don't support what Putin is doing in Ukraine. I don't support any war basically because I think any war is just an argument between governments and millions of people that are completely unrelated die, on both sides. And a lot of people's freedoms, liberties, I get all that, right? But it would seem that a lot of people that are condemning Russia so badly now, it seemed like they would have, with me, a lot more credibility if they were if they did the same thing for any kind of territorial invasion. Um, let's say if pull up, I pull up like the wiki for the Iraq War 2003. So, according to U.S. President George W. Bush and Prime Minister Tony Blair, the coalition aimed to disarm Iraq of of weapons of mass destruction to end Saddam Hussein's support for terrorism and free the Iraqi people. I mean, just kind of sounds very similar to like just the justification for Russia invading Ukraine. Denazify the country. There are some Nazi troops, I guess. I'm for neo-Nazis in the Ukrainian army, but I'm sure in Russian army too. So, uh, what else? Um, to dislodge the puppet, or to now they found some like biological weapons in Ukraine. They're saying, hey, they're gonna disable. They found the American bioweapons program. They're gonna disarm that, and I'll just put it this way: America didn't feel safe, or the American, not the people, American government didn't feel safe and comfortable with Iraq and wanted to change the regime. The Russian government didn't feel safe with the Ukrainian government and needed to change the regime. Now, in Russia's case, it seems like even a lot more, a little bit more excusable because this is like right on their border. The Iraq is half a world away. Oh, here's one more thing. And on top of that, Russia and China would start a coalition and would invite Mexico and Canada, Cuba, and all the surrounding countries basically to take up arms and or just be like combat ready, have their own NATO, and start sending ballistic missiles and just, you know what I mean, and have all sorts of like military drills to be 100% prepared for any kind of American aggression or incursion. How would the American people react to that? That's just an interesting thought.